That's cool.
Where it's a bit more protected. Maybe that one.
Thanks for your help, everybody.
We don't want the water to sit and go down on you.
Costa. Hey, Costa, is that you?
Yeah, over here, Weedy.
You can hear all the chains and all the tools rattling in the background.
It's all happening.
Yeah, because we're at Jodie's place.
Hello.
I usually say welcome to the Weedy garden, but I'd say welcome to Jodie's garden.
Which is also a bit weedy.
But it's a bit of a special food for us on this one because this is going to be a human/koala food forest, right? And that is because in this area there's a lot of gum tree plantations where farmers grow eucalyptus trees to make fence posts and to make telegraph poles and to use as lumber. And what actually happens, it takes years and years and years for these little trees to establish enough that they're ready to be harvested. And in the meantime, the koalas move in because they're koala-friendly trees. There's a certain amount of eucalyptus trees in Australia that koalas love to eat and live in. And then when the trees are harvested, the little koalas, they get homeless.
Yeah.
But there is a woman who lives just down the road and she has a little koala refuge centre. Actually today there is one koala up in a tree next door, just behind where we're going to build the compost bay. And we heard it last night, and if anyone doesn't know what a koala sounds like, they're pretty scary sounding animals. Do you know what they sound like?
I know what they sound like, but don't you ask me to do it.
Well, I'll do it. And they sound like this, everybody.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's the male koala calling for the female koala. Yeah, so if you're a tourist and you're in Australia and you hear that sound, don't be afraid, okay? It's not a drop bear, it's just a little koala, okay? But back to the story. So today we're making a human/koala food forest, and what we're going to do is we've gone around already and we've identified the gum trees that koalas like to eat. And they only like to eat the fresh new shoots of the gum tree. So that's important. And to get those fresh shoots, you either got to climb up the tree or you have to have them down at your height. So what we're going to do is we're going to coppice a lot of the gum trees, and they'll reshoot, and then will come around every month or so with secateurs and she'll be able to harvest these new shoots and take them back to the koala refuge so the little koalas have something fresh to eat. So that's the point of this one. So let's get into it, I reckon. I think we're going to have a little group meeting.
Very exciting.
And tell everyone to watch out for falling limbs. Oh, and we're going to collect some of the wood to make the seat of tranquility.
Yes, which is very, very exciting.
So Dave has just arrived and he's going to look at some of the trunks and find out which ones are going to be good for the bench.
Lenny and Jodie.
Hi.
Josh. So it's safety first. Like don't go in, get grabbing any branches until you've okayed it with us. Pay close attention to what's going on. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds like a plan. We'll get stuck in.
last tree going down. There it goes.
Can you hear that sound? It's the sound of the birds and the silence, and all the chainsaws have stopped now, and we're making a fire and it's being dinner prepared. Tomorrow everything really starts, and we're going to plant trees and establish our garden bed. It's been a great day. I really came out here to just share the beautiful sound of this silence and the birds at this time of day. You can see the sun's just gone down. This is going to be a beautiful place for a food forest. You can see all behind me here. I'm facing south now, so behind me is north. So all this beautiful area, I'll just look around how open it is. See? Big open sky. Plenty of room for the trees to get their sunlight, which is, as we know, part of their food supply, the sunshine.
I'm on my way to a very important meeting this morning. I'm going to meet the trees, the little trees that are going to go down to Crossley for Jodie's place. They're sitting down at Daly's nursery at the moment, and we're going to select them this morning, put them in boxes and send them in the post, so they'll be down there when I arrive. So I'll be able to meet them when I get down there and put them in the ground with all our lovely volunteers.
Okay, we're at Daly's. I think Pauline is in there.
Hello, Weedy.
That was perfect timing, wasn't it? Yeah. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'll just park up here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll turn right after the shipping container.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice and warm in here.
Isn't it great for the plants in winter?
Yeah.
Have it all snug.
There's the avos.
These are the avos?
Yeah,
this
look.
is the Hass avocado?
The Hass one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice one for you.
So why are these ones outside and the other ones inside, actually?
Well, these ones don't need the temperature control because they're temperate plants.
Okay.
Here we've got the figs, and they've still got leaves on them. There's a nice one.
Who's calling out?
Here's a little fella.
Okay. You want to go to Crossley? Yeah. So where are we going? We're going into the refrigerator now, are we, Paulina?
So we keep some of our cold temperate plants in the fridge to help them remember that they've got to go dormant and then get going again fast in spring. So this provides them with chill, like a cherry or a pear really needs to get going in spring strongly. So we've got them stored in here.
I feel like Santa Claus, actually.
Nice.
This is a lovely little selection. So we've got about 23 trees or something. Do we need 23 boxes?
No, we wouldn't.
You're going to put them all in one box?
One or two boxes, depending on how big it packs down to on the day. So there's two of your plants, so you can imagine they're only going to take up that much room.
I'll just say goodbye. See you down in Crossley, guys. Okay, have a nice journey.
Alrighty, been travelling all day. We're about 2 hours away from Jodie's place.
Turn left onto Foxhowl Road, C164.
Left home this morning at 4:30. Just about to arrive at the post office in Koroit to pick up my trees from Daly's.
So you're David?
Yes.
In the country.
Hello, little girls. How are you? Oh, look at them in there. Long journey for you guys. Huh?
Good morning. And it's Sunday morning, the last day of our makeover, and we've got a lot of it done. All we have to do now is plant our food forest and fill the garden beds. The sun is just about to come up. I'm on site before we get going just to say good morning. It's a lovely bunch of people here this weekend. Yes, day 2. Let's go.
Do you need a knife, Costa?
I think once I get one out, there's nothing better than opening up a box full of plants.
Oh. Hey guys.
It's a cherry, Lapin cherry, yum.
All these little trees we got from Daly's this morning. See, they've got a little QR code. If you grab your telephone out and just do a little QR scan of that, and then press on the link. There it is, see?
It does.
That's your Avo. And that'll give you all the information you need to know about the Avo.
So, citrus.
What do we got left? So we've got the avo, a citrus.
One citrus.
And that's it.
I reckon avo here. And then we pop the plum somewhere else, because at least that way it'll be nice and protected.
Yeah. And then, but maybe... Hey, Dave.
I've been over in the compost bay and you've got it already sorted.
Oh, here.
You've got all the trees in position already. I can see you've got a peg down for every tree.
Yeah, there's a peg for every tree.
And you've got your
the hole's going to go there.
Yeah.
We've cleared the mulch back so that when that hole gets dug with the auger, all that beautiful soil won't get mixed with leaves.
Yeah.
And then we can add some of the fresh compost mix.
Yeah.
And they're going to look awesome.
Yeah, okay.
When we dig it out, we'll make this level, and that's the best part. You want an area of about half a square metre nice and level, and then that'll taper off and that'll hold the water and push it down to the roots of the plant.
You doing a bit of raking in the forest?
I'm enjoying that.
And then we just go around after crowbarring it. We just go around with the shovel like that. Because that creates, that breaks the spiral of any machine work, and the roots will go in rather than around. Now with a bare root like this, we set our height. So if our height, we go, okay, there's our ground level. We don't want to be above the graft. We don't want to be too low there. So what we need to do is leave that like that, compact that so that we've got a mound for it to sit on, like so, and then we fill in around those roots, and we don't put any downward pressure on that, because that'll break those, because it's dormant. It's got those nice little feeders, but we don't want to break them off. And then the other thing, if it's on a slope, what we want to do is that's downhill there. So what we can do is with this soil, just make a mound, because what that means is any water that goes on here doesn't run off, and it just goes straight in, and we can just make like a nice dam. And see that's facing to the north, because there's usually a front and a back of every tree, depending on where it's been grown in the nursery.
Can you see that on the tree which direction it's been growing?
Yeah, because you can tell if it's been growing in the nursery on the side, it's got all of coming out, or it's been on the left side. If it's been grown in the middle, it's all straight. Yeah. And if it's been grown in the front, it's got a nice spread because it's reached out. So this one, we say, all right, our sun arc is going this way. So that's pretty much north on almost straight, but on an angle. So I've just put that one in like that. Yeah. And that'll be nice. And then, you know, we could possibly give that a little prune and get rid of some of these crossing branches just to give this plum, oh no, it's peach, give it a nice bowl shape. But that's it. If we make, and yeah, this doesn't have to be right in there. It's better if it's better out there, because we've done this really nice hole. B-Rad, you've done a really nice hole, so we want it out beyond that hole, and there we go. That's it.
So we're going to put one comfrey plant in at the base of each fruit tree, because the comfrey roots will reach deep into the soil and mine those minerals that have sunk down into the ground deeper than this little plum tree's roots will reach. And as they get established, then we can take the roots and spread them around, so we don't have enough comfrey for every tree. One little comfrey. And then we'll put some beans seeds in as well, so we get a bit of nitrogen fixing. So I'll go and try and find the bean seeds. Okay, it's time for the beans.
Yeah.
And why are we putting the beans in?
Well, we're putting the beans in because the beans are a beneficial planting. So what they do is they provide an opportunity for the microbes that live around their roots to fix nitrogen and make that nitrogen available for the plant when it needs it at this early stage when it's growing. So a couple of beans in there is going to be a real bonus at this stage of our planting. So let's go 1,
So we'll put them in the ground nice and close up to the root there, because we've got to leave room for the wood chips. If there's a dirty finger competition, I know who's going to win that one. These are just bush beans, so they're not going to crawl up the tree. They're just going to be...
Fall on the ground.
A little bushy bean. Okay, last step is the wood chips. And there's coming some wood chips. Alrighty. And these are the fresh wood chips from the trees that we just filled.
You happy, boss?
That was beautiful. Ta-da! So because we're in Victoria, we do get it quite cold, and we do get some strong cold winds from that direction. So to protect the trees, we're going to put this cloth around them, and it's not only to protect them from the wind, it's also to protect them from the kangaroos, because I'm a little bit afraid that the kangaroos are going to come out and munch on the new little shoots. So this will keep the kangaroos and the cold out. And it's pretty simple. 3 tomato stakes in the ground. So that's 3 ready to go. That's nice. Okay. That's kind of nice.
You want clean lines and you want levels, because when the mulch is level and there's a clean line, then it looks sharp. And you know, if someone's coming to look at it, their eye goes bang, I like it. That's different. From a drone, it's going to look unreal. You got to have it looking schmick.
See how it's getting the beautiful afternoon sun even in the winter time. It's a happy spot for that tree, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I can hear it settling in already.
Look at that.
Backlit.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You got a 12-hour drive, eh? Yep.
Yep.
Ah, thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks for chucking the party.
Hey mate, are you in your zen? Are you still in your zen space?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's the finish that actually makes the most of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we can see after all we've been cleaning up, it's really starting to look nice.
Yeah, exactly. You know, those little finessing touches that, look, you know, they're gonna blend in a little while, but this is about the moment. This is about the feeling. This is about the atmosphere of the communal effort, having achieved so much, and it's changed this place. Like, there's trees here and it was so different, and now you feel like, wow, this is a different forest that's going to be growing up. Yeah. And it's going to be producing for a long, long time, and you think about the people that are going to eat that fruit and preserve the fruit and share the fruit. People are going to see it and be excited by it, and just how Chris and Jodie feel, and Chris and Jodie's parents, you know, like, they were here when it was done, so in years to come they'll remember that their parents were here. That's what it's about.
You're making this very difficult for
Just another, I suppose.
Grubs up!
Okay, that was the day. We're all back inside now to have some dinner tonight. Yoo-hoo! Wow. Hey, has anybody seen Costa?
No.
Okay, I'll go and see if I can find him. Hey Costa, is that you?
Yeah, over here, Weedy.
Costa. Huh. Mate, this is seriously last man standing. This is what I call dedication. Hey mate,
Oh, hi.
Mate, dinner's ready.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, how's it going?
Good, good. Just 5 minutes, mate. 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
I won't be long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's it. We've got the end of the day and it's dark outside now and we're finished. We got all the details that I wanted to get done, thanks to this amazing crew. So I'm going to go in and have some dinner tonight now and have a good night's sleep, and tomorrow we'll have a look around and we'll show Jodie the finished details and the finished touch. Thank you very much for coming.
Cheers.
Cheers. And thank you.
And the mushrooms.
We were saying today that it would be great in, say, 2 years' time to invite everybody back and actually do a big sort of reunion of here's the garden and now here's what it's producing.
Oh yeah,
You know,
and make the whole dinner from the garden.
Yeah.
You have to get some chickens. Okay, Jodie.
Yep.
Ta-da!
Beautiful. Look at all these trees.
Yeah, it's
Amazing.
certainly been opened up, hasn't it?
Can't believe it. So different.
I think there's 26 trees, isn't there?
Yeah, that's what, that's
trees
at last count.
Some of these gum trees are koala food. So what we've done is we've chopped them off, which is called coppice. Of course they're at an angle because we don't want the water to sit and go down on them. And these will reshoot very vigorously and they'll grow the new shoots out here and they can get their secateurs and they can harvest the fresh green shoots. And also the roots of this gum tree, before they were wandering quite a long distance out. But by coppicing this and getting it to bunch up, the roots are going to stay around the tree, so they're not going to go out and compete with your new fruit trees.
Very good.
So this is kind of like a human/koala food forest. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's still a lot of koala trees, so the koalas are still going to be living in these trees behind us. There's 2 koalas living around here that we know of.
Yeah.
So plenty of places for them to still climb, and these ones are going to be used to give them fresh leaves. Another little gadget that we've got is from Pronabo, and that's this one here. Look, this is the Pronabo dangerous tool, the electric hand pruner. And I would say this is one of the most dangerous tools in my garden. But now you've got it, Jodie.
I have.
And I'll show you, if you hold the camera. Costa was here and he gave you a few little tips about how to prune your lemon tree.
He did.
But he also gave you some tips about how to use this one, right?
Yes.
And he said it's very important that you have one hand behind your back. If you got this in your hand, the other hand is always behind the back, all right? Then there's no chance of getting your fingers chopped off. But I'm going to give it to you, Jodie, and I'll show you. If you hold it in and then open it, see you've got a different size cutter. If you hold it in and open it, there you got the big one. Get it right? This is a nice big thick lemon branch. We'll put it in and go. Oh, you see how
Easy.
See how that goes? We'll do another one. In with it. Watch out for your fingers and.
Easy.
That's such a powerful machine. Give it one more time.
Very powerful.
It sure is. And I've got this one. I've got this one up in my garden as well. And it's the most handiest tool I got because all the pruning I do, I think I'd be looking like Popeye at the end of the day, you know, with the big muscly arm. But this is easy work, so I can prune all day long. So you can get these on my website too. Actually, there's a little section on my web shop for them, so you can get a little discount if you go and use those. But I want to just say thanks, Pronabo, for another little donation for the cause. There you go, Jodie, they're yours.
Thanks, Pronabo.
Good luck, trees, and welcome to your new home. And I look forward to coming back one day when they're about this high and they're full of fruit, and we can maybe go together and pick some fruit and make a fruit salad.
Absolutely, you are welcome to do that.
Cold climate fruit salad, which is very different from the tropical fruit salads that I make in the Weedy garden. You happy with it?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm so happy with it. I can't believe what's happened and the work that everybody's done to make this amazing thing.
It was amazing. They all got stuck into it. So thank you everyone that gave a hand.
Thank you.
And thanks, Jodie, for letting us into your life. And
thanks for coming into my life. It's great.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. And it was fun making it this time. We had really nice weather, nice people, nice vibes. So I hope you learned something because there was a few tips on this video actually about how to plant trees. So like always, a bit of inspiration, a bit of entertainment and a bit of education. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day and I'll see you on the next video. Boom.